Hello everyone. Today our team will present to you our research between the cometic. We will give you a presentation of these two companies and a quick comparison between them, and then it's our analysis of their different strategy leading to success, including the comparison of their financial situation, and we also choose mascara as the product example to compare the companies. Kiko is a chic-up brand in makeup. Kiko belongs to Italian group Cassi. It is the first mark of makeup in Italy. It has a lot of stores in Europe countries and has about 122 stores in France. As for Sephora, here we make a video in one of Sephora store in Lille to help you to clearly meet Sephora. So let's compare with these two brands. Kiko is an Italian brand. The surface of store located in France is not really big, about 15 to 80 square meters. The average net profit of each shop is about 600,000 to 2,000,000 euros of each year, and the age of customers is less than 25 years old. The average price of product is less than 10 euros. Sephora is a French brand. It has a much bigger surface than Kiko, about 400 to 1,800 square meters. It has about 300 stores in France, which is more than Kiko stores in France. The customers' range of age is more than 25 years old, but the price of product is more than 30 euros. After know about the principal situation of these two cometic brands, let's compare their different strategy leading to success. We list several questions to analyze their strategies. The first question is, how do the brands manage their liquidity? The second is, are they able to meet their demand? Next question is, are they efficient or effectiveness? The final question is, how do they manage their stocks? In order to know the financial situation, it has to calculate the return on capital employed to know the situation of liquidity and the payoffs in short-term debit. And the working capital cycle is to know the management of stocks, cash, and debitors. We searched the income statement of recent years of Kiko from the internet. Here is the table of Kiko. We can see that the result net is 5,280,000 euros. This table shows the situation of active secret net. And the total passive of Kiko is 59,632,000 euros. From the table we listed, we can calculate the return on capital employed of Kiko. So the result is 9.4%. And we also have to calculate the net profit margin of Kiko. The result is 0.057, which means Kiko has a really lower efficiency. The business model of Kiko is a low-price product, and so the strategy is to have a low margin on product and Kiko doesn't have a penny spent on advertising, and if the products are not made in China but outsourced to subcontractors in the Bergamo region, this proximity allows not to engage at once, but to make as needed. Vary €2,500 per square meter, including furniture and furnishings. So, the working capital cycle of Kiko. The main cost of the brand Kiko is their stocks. It is a low-cost brand, so they need to have stocks in their shops to be able to meet the strong demand because of very low price. We then calculate the current ratio of Kiko. The current ratio of Kiko is 0.34, which is really low, far from 1, which means that they don't have enough liquidity to pay off their short-term debts. The return on capital employed ratio shows how much profit each dollar of employed capital generates. Obviously, a higher ratio would be more favorable because it means that more dollars of profit are generated by each dollar of capital employed. So the result of return on capital employed of sephora is 9.7%. And we also calculate the net profit margin of sephora is 0.088. It has a high efficiency because it has a big profit margin than Kiko. So the business model of sephora is a medium price product, and so they need less volume to match up the costs. And then we calculate the current ratio sephora. The result is 0.91. It's very close to 1, which means that the brand is in infancy. They are able to pay off their short-term liabilities with their current assets. And then we do a little summary of return on capital employed. In terms of efficiency, sephora is better because it has a higher profit margin. In terms of effectiveness, Kiko is better because it has a ratio of 1.6045. It is about 30% more efficiency than sephora. It means that for €1 earned, 60 cents are used as assets. We choose mascara as our product example in this research. The mascara of Kiko is about €7.20, and the mascara of Kiko is about €17.95. We make a table to compare the production price and the advertising cost between these two brands. Almost the same production price, but in terms of efficiency, Sephora is much more efficiency. Just look at the margin. Sephora is 2.5. It's much higher than Kiko. As for conclusion, so in fine, Sephora is more profitable. Sephora generates much more profit, but this company could do much better. The way to do so is to have a better use of her asset. If she accomplishes such a thing, she will be even more profitable and she will make sustainable